The new and upcoming C21s, set to be competition for Yamaha's immensely popular R7, or at least that's what the manufacturer of this new bike CF Moto think. So with CF making huge strides in the motorcycle industry, and having been in cahoots with the Austrian brand KTM since 2013, the manufacturers sneakily managed to acquire access to the American markets, where they have been dominating the ATV and UTV sector since around late 2005. As well as the launch of their long-anticipated 800MT, CF's been working on a new middleweight sports bike that may be a new budget-friendly rival in the middleweight sports category. So what do we actually expect from this new middleweight contender? Well, with CF Moto currently in ownership of over half of KTM, the Chinese brand's in the perfect position to create something between KTM's RC390 and its new flagship supersport, the RC8C. With that said, the new C21's coming into this hotly contested sector with its eyes wide open and clearly flaunting some top-notch hardware, hinting that it could indeed pack some serious performance, and with components including a fully adjustable GP-spec Öhlins fork setup with a link-type monoshock to the rear. The bike's suspension definitely looks to be top-notch. In the braking department, CF's also kept up the quality level, with what looks to be a pair of dual 320mm discs, with 4 pop Brembos up front, with a single Brembo to the rear. And though the bike at this stage flaunts MotoGP-style disc caliper cooling covers that scream performance, as we've seen on many bikes before, when the C21 actually hits the showroom floor next year, unfortunately the bike's unlikely to have kept them. So this new bike from CF Motos, unlike anything the company's ever attempted to date, and given that they share the same Kiska design studios with KTM, the jury's still out on whether it'll be good enough to stand up to what everyone expects from the Austrian bike maker. And to be completely honest with you, even if it doesn't quite match up, this is still a big step forwards for CF Moto. Not to mention a possible threat to the likes of the Aprilia RS660, and of course the aforementioned Yamaha R7. So the official word on the bike's engine's unclear at the moment, but given that the bike appears to be sporting dual SC Project exhausts, we reckon the C21's more than likely to use KTM's 799cc parallel twin engine as a base. CF's already used this engine in the 700CLX, and it's the same unit you'll find in the 800MT. So what are we actually looking at here from this engine? Well, 73 horses and 68 Nm at 6,500 RPM. And to put that into context, Yamaha's R7, by contrast, shows similar specs, with a power output of 72.4 horsepower and 67 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM. The SRC21 will clearly be a thoroughly cutting-edge superbike that'll be clothed in an ultra-sleek bodywork that looks to include forged carbon fiber trim and a pair of aerodynamic winglets, as well as some built-in frame sliders and integrated LED lighting to the front and rear of the bike. Assuming that CF Moto goes with the ingredients they currently have, the end result could be a cheaper, more dumbed-down, accessible replica of the immense RC8C. All told, CF Moto could have a very important contender on their hands. And if they stick to the script and produce a middleweight sports bike costing under $9,000, it's sure to draw some serious attention from the worldwide biking community. Unsprung weight comes in the form of a very nice looking pair of forged 6-spoke wheels, shod in some more than capable track-grade Pirelli Supercorsa tires, with a single-sided swing arm to the rear. And like with most modern bikes nowadays, you'll be getting a TFT display that I'm sure will help you navigate through a multitude of riding setups that you're probably going to get with this bike. To go with the bike's racing characteristics, it gets a pair of low-slung clip-ons, and to match up with its brakes, a pair of fully adjustable Brembo levers completes its Brembo component team-up. The bike gets an Alcantara seat, aluminum machined foot pegs, and mounts that, along with a beautifully integrated rear stop and tail light, all help to give this new bike from CF a great look. So what do you think? Are we going to get a new Chinese bike to rival Aprilia and Yamaha in the middleweight category, or will it just be another unworthy Chinese replica that doesn't stand up to closer scrutiny? As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let us know what you think. And for those of you that are enjoying our content, we hope you will consider making a subscription to our YouTube channel, and very much thank you all for watching this review.